My name's Bridget Ahern. I'm from West Palm Beach, Florida. I'm 29. So I live in St. Pete now, which is like a hotbed for creativity and like really cool up and coming small companies and people who I'm very inspired by. I'm a visual artist, and my medium, I use vintage canvases to hand paint images that I think are beautiful and inspire me. In my early 20s, I was living with a friend of mine who is an amazing artist herself, and we would always like have patio hangs, and one day she was just like, paint this piece of wood, and I painted Abraham Lincoln. He was cross-dressing though. And I think it's still one of my favorite pieces I've ever created. I was a really weird kid, but I think I had like a classic thing that I wanted to be. I wanted to be an actress. I had this feeling that like you live most fully when other people are observing you. I was like, well, if I can't be famous, I'm gonna move to as many cities as possible and make as many friends as possible. And it's not even like a vanity thing. I feel like I wanted to be seen by a lot of people and understood and like loved by like a collective. So within the next year, the changes I'd like to implement for Old Crow would be to transfer a lot of the hand-painted pieces to screen-printed pieces, and then always have a line that's completely hand-painted, but it would be like much smaller batch, and then it would be much more affordable to buy a jacket if it were screen printed, and it would free me up to do a lot of other things. Once I get funded, I will purchase a Sprinter van and make it into a mobile shop, and obviously have a lot of Old Crow in the shop, and then also bring in a bunch of really amazing makers and people locally who have projects that I love and believe in and want to support, and basically give Old Crow some wings so that I can fly around and go to all different states and maybe even countries with the art that we're creating here.